It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
You know, we win the paint by 24 points, but we lose the three-point line by 27. I felt like our inability to generate quality threes tonight hurt us. Their switching did a good job of trying to take some of that away. When we did drive, I thought our reads to see the weak side corner weren't quite as crisp as they've been lately. And then they obviously won the possession game. 15 turnovers. Their physicality ramped up on the ball. We had a couple where we were just a little bit sloppy with the ball. And then they had 15 offensive rebounds.
The Warriors beat the Jazz 114-103. They finished the game on a 14-4 run over the last 6 minutes. Absolutely devoid of stars here. Steph Curry didn't play. Lauri Markkanen didn't play. John Collins didn't play. Even Walker Kessler sat this one out.
Stars are relative, I guess, then.
That's exactly right.
It's a strange game in which the Warriors shoot 39%, you shoot 51%, but lose.
Yep. They also got to the free throw line more.
Well, not that much more.
No, but 8 points there and an 11-point win. Not that much more, but just enough.
Yeah, but that's Jazz missing. They should have shot better then.
They should have, right. They got 8 more points on 7 more free throws. The Jazz shooting 71%, that's low.
I thought it was a pretty good game. Entertaining enough. I got no complaints. They stink as a team, and now they're even worse right now.
This is what the Jazz need as they go to the finish line.
Yeah, it's important. I was a little nervous there for a bit.
More nervous they'd win when it was a 1-point game midway through the fourth quarter.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Bryce Sensabaugh did get more playing time, 27 minutes, up from 15 the other night. Didn't shoot it nearly as well, missed all of his three-point shots, 0 for 4. But more playing time for him. Jazz off tonight. They're back home tomorrow night to face the Minnesota Timberwolves. See if Colin Sexton can follow up that 30-point game. See what he does. See who plays. Who he has got to share the ball with. He was the only guy who took 10 shots in the game, and he took 19. Green light. Looking around that lineup, he knew he had the green light. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
Maxey, 41, has not scored since he's come back in the fourth. 5 seconds, he breaks free. Oh, what a layup, up and good. He weaved right through the Lakers.
Holiday, left-hand dribble drive against Young. Kicks it out left side. DB launching a three-pointer. Next, that one in. Back-to-back triples for the Rockets.
Simons in the corner. Holds the ball in front of Lopez. Throws the pass to Scoot. 4 to shoot. Pulls up for 3. No, but Klingon is there. It was an air ball. Klingon comes out of nowhere to grab it and dunk it in one motion.
Highlights from the NBA. The Rockets follow up that win over the Celtics by beating the Hawks 100-96 in Atlanta. And the Sixers get 43 points from Tyrese Maxey and beat the Lakers 118-104. The Bucks, who just won here in Utah, and you're saying you didn't trust them? Sure enough, they go to Portland and lose. See? Got to earn your trust, and they're not doing it. Getting beat in Portland 125-112. Sacramento Kings opening trade discussions for De'Aaron Fox, as he reportedly has his sights set on moving to join Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. He's got 1 year remaining in his contract. He declined to sign a contract extension with the Kings last summer.
But yet I saw some odds listed as Miami the favorite.
I wonder how much money he wants and how they would create that room. 1 year, I guess Butler's contract is all over at that point, depending on what they take back for him if they move him.
No, he wants a lot of money.
Yeah. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college basketball.
Cannon Catchings was on fire tonight, so that guy deserves an extra water.
BYU beats Baylor 93-89 in overtime. Catchings 23 points, made all 8 of his shots, made all 4 of his three-pointers. He had it going, PK, and they survive. They do just enough, and they get out of there with a 93-89 win. did not cover themselves in glory at the end of the regulation, but they had enough of a cushion. They made it work.
And yet he sits out the last 15 minutes.
I know, the hot hand.
Oh, Kevin Young would have had a lot of splaining to do.
They didn't score on their last 3 possessions, while Baylor scored on 5 straight possessions to end regulation and get to OT. Him in there to get a bucket would have been a big deal, but
that was the best game I've seen in years. It was fun to watch.
You love the back and forth. You love the tension.
So close, the crowd. McGregor leading the cheers. We need no freaking pep band when we got McGregor there. C-Mac. It was intense. Tamika Catchings. Freaking Marriott Center. It is lit.
See?
Provo is lit. I'm lit.
7:09.
Yak with the time check. Nice, Jake.
Edgecomb's a star in the making.
Oh, big time.
Oh.
And you see why the scouts are drilling over Catchings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they had to have ushers clean up the drool that it was just dropping to the floor there. Yeah. They bring back the bib uniforms.
To catch the drool?
Yeah.
Nice. Utah beat Cincinnati 69-66. They had an 8-point lead late. Gave it away. Cincinnati tied it up. But the Utes did just enough. Gave Matson 18 points, including with the game tied at 62, a big bucket in the lane to put him back in front, and some free throws to lock it up at the end there. 4-5 with a couple of winnable games in front of them and a chance to get to 6-5.
When Gabe Matson's at his best, they're nearly unbeatable.
When he's at his best, they are nearly unbeatable.
What I just said.
Multiple qualifiers. I like that. It sounded awesome until I peeled back the layers. College hoops tonight. Utah State at home in the Spectrum. Here comes UNLV, one of 2 teams to beat the Aggies this year. Utah State's 18-2 overall, 8-1 in conference. On track for a big showdown with the New Mexico Lobos. But first, can they handle the Rebels? Just barely lost down there. Tonight, 8 o'clock, Fox Sports 1. Scotty G has the pregame show at 7:30 on 1280 The Zone. You'll be hearing the hockey game tonight on the FM and the Aggie game on the AM. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
Bringing in Tom Brady was bringing in somebody that was on the football side that I had been lacking having here at the organization. Back in, I guess it was 18 with John Gruden. He was somebody that I brought in and really expected to be that person on the football side that would bring stability to the organization. He had a 10-year contract and all that, and his head was chopped off. And we were put in a really bad position as an organization.
That is Mark Davis right there, the Raiders owner.
Excuses.
For why they have been so bad for so long. Ever since he ran them, pretty much. So, there you go. 22 years, a couple of playoff games, both losses, and maybe Tom Brady can help change that. Mike McCarthy isn't going to change anything. He's going to sit out, going to put his feet up, not expected to coach in 2025. Will be looking for a job in 2026. Expect him to take a year off after leaving the Cowboys. So the Saints coaching field shrinks a little bit. Kellen Moore, the front runner there, expected to be hired, but we'll see if that's the way it really plays out. Brian Belichick, son of former Patriots coach Bill Belichick, will not return as the franchise's safeties coach after holding that job for the past 5 years. He's been in the organization for 9 years. But he's moving on. What are the odds he pops up at North Carolina?
I don't know.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
Michigan football fighting back against the NCAA's probe into the program over alleged sign stealing by former staff member Connor Stallions. According to documents obtained by Yahoo Sports, Michigan has accused the NCAA of grossly overreaching and wildly overcharging the university despite a lack of evidence. The school contends that out of 52 games involving Michigan opponents that Stallions allegedly scouted, only one was attended by Stallions himself. 8 others were attended by then Michigan staff members, while others were attended by friends and family, which is not an NCAA violation. The university alleges much of Stallion's sign-stealing operation was achieved through legal avenues and not in a way that would provide an unfair advantage. The school wants a reduction of their potential penalties. An NCAA investigation, PK. We don't hear much about those anymore. Got one going now just for old time's sake.
What are they doing?
Nice. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
I think it's easy to get up for any game. We're fighting every night. We know how important each game is. Yeah, I mean, Sidney Crosby, a guy I grew up admiring. Yeah, definitely cool.
That's Barrett Hayton right there talking about playing against a guy he grew up admiring, Sidney Crosby. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in town to face the Utah Hockey Club tonight. Penguins on a long road trip. This is Game 7. They've been out for a couple of weeks on the road, and they've lost the last 3 in a row. They're 2-4 on the trip, and they've lost 3 in a row. So, opportunity for a W to start this homestand tonight. The Utah Hockey Club's home for 4 in a row. 6:30, hockey night in Utah. 7:30, the puck will drop. The game is on TNT tonight. Get a little national TV with the Penguins in town. What is trending? Brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. It's a Win Ticket Wednesday. Stay with us this morning. Coming up later this morning, we got tickets to see Jason Aldean at the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. It's also a Utah Hockey Club ticket giveaway. We got a pair of tickets to watch Utah and Columbus Friday night at the Delta Center. We'll give those away. And Andy Bailey, NBA writer and analyst for Bleacher Report at 9:05. DJ and PK, it's 97.5 The Zone.